Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I felt the need to do this live today. I'm in the midst of packing up, about to escape Australia for a few weeks tomorrow morning, and I couldn't help but I had a few things on my mind, so I wanted to share with you a little bit about what's on my mind at the moment. Hey Jess, hey Brooke, hey Sam. So you would have seen by my topic that I've said support is bullshit. And I want to explain a little bit to you about what I mean by that. And I just hope that I haven't prepared for this live, by the way. I've totally done one of those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go things. So I just hope that the message that I'm trying to get across comes out the way I envisioned it in my head before I pressed go live. So I want to talk a little bit about support and having support from others, whether they're friends or family or acquaintances or whatever, or whoever they may be. For me personally, being a business owner, I've definitely copped some slack or non-support, if let's call it that. And that's definitely something that you may be experiencing, whether you're a business owner or maybe, you have an opinion or you have values that, are really important to you, but there might be some people in your life who don't support you. Hey, Karen. So whatever it might be for you, if you're going through something like this currently, please stay with me to the end, because I just want to give you a little bit of a insight on how I approach something like this when someone or something or whatever it might be might not be supporting me in what I'm doing. So when people support you, if you think about it, the reason that people support you for whatever thing it is that you're talking about, it might be politics, it might be business, it might be health, it might be anything. The reason they're supporting you isn't actually because they're supporting you. The reason why is because whatever they're doing or whatever they believe, it aligns with their values. So, I like to say to people that when people don't support you, it has nothing to do with you. It's just because that person has maybe some opinions about something that you don't align, it doesn't align with your values, or it doesn't align with theirs, and so forth. And we're all, as human, we have free rights, and we have the ability to have our own opinions, and we get to choose what our highest values are, which, how amazing is it that we live in a world where we can choose that, right? Like I feel so grateful that we have the ability to do that, to have our own opinions and to have our highest top values. So, one of my first YouTube vlogs was on values and distinguishing what your top 5 or 6, I think I made you choose 6 values are, because I think that aligning yourself with your values and living in accordance to them, like that's living, that's life. So we all have our values, and when someone else has similar values to us, we support them because we believe that what they're saying is correct and what they're saying is right. So when you have someone that doesn't support you, it actually has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their values, and whatever you're saying just doesn't align with theirs. And so sometimes we have to take a step back and think, sometimes we get in that mindset of like, why am I being judged? Why am I being criticized? Why doesn't anyone agree with me? Or whatever it might be. We get in this like little self-pity party, and I hate seeing people in that frame of mind, because you just have to snap yourself out of it and think about it from a bird's eye view. Look at it, helicopter view. What is going on in this situation? And I've had several times in my life where people don't believe what I'm saying is correct, or they don't align with it, or whatever it might be. I've had hey Jack, I've had, if I think back to this time last year, oh my gosh, so this time last year I was still nursing. I was working in a hospital, and what I was going through at that time in my life, in hindsight, when I look back on it now, I think, wow, I'm so grateful for that. But at the time, I was I was in a really bad place. I was being bullied at work. I was dealing with, workplace politics, drama, like really nasty people saying really terrible things and doing terrible things. And at that time, for me, that was really hard to deal with. I wasn't, I guess, in the state of mind that I am now. And so all I wanted to do was get out of there. All I wanted to do was stop nursing. I wanted to get out of that environment, and it was actually what drove me to build my business. And now in hindsight, when I look back, I'm so grateful for all those people, because had those people not been in my life a year ago, and all those cascade of events that occurred and put me in that situation, I would not be where I am today. And my life is 100 times better than what it was a year ago. So in hindsight, I'm grateful. But what I'm trying to say to you now is, don't wait for hindsight. Don't wait for the day that it clicks for you and the day that it'll all make sense. Just believe and trust that that moment is now. And always believe and trust that everything that happens, whether someone's supporting you or hating you, whatever it might be, it's happening for a reason. So the thing that actually triggered me to do this live today, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, guys, I just have to say. So I have a spirit animal. Whenever I see this spirit animal, it means that it's a universal sign that I'm on the right path. And I've got my two spirit animals just flying around me at the moment, which is so weird. I never see them. It's only every now and then. Anyway, back on track. So the thing that, oh my gosh, I want you guys to see these birds. They're beautiful. So the thing that triggered me to do this live today was a really great friend of mine messaged me today and said, "Hey, Shani, I'm so sorry to send you this, but I think I should let you know you're on a hate page." And it's quite sad, actually. There's a Facebook group where there's just a whole bunch of people that have come together to just hate on people, like post photos of them and, just totally diss whoever for whatever reason. And I happen to be on this page. So my mentality is, holy shit, I must be doing something right for me to be on this page. But I know a lot of people who would see that would think, oh my God, like, how do I get this down? Like, I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing. But for me, I was kind of like, okay, cool, let's check it out, what's going on here. And what I was saying to my partner, Matt, just before was, it's crazy when we look at something like this. Like, I don't have the time, and I definitely don't have, I don't want to spend energy on reading the comments and seeing what's going on. That's definitely, like, I just can't be stuffed. And I believe that when you're doing something right, maybe you might be helping 1,000 people. If you help 1,000 people, there's got to be at least 100 who hate you. And then if you have maybe 100,000 people who love you and you're helping 100,000 people, there's going to be at least 10,000 people who hate you. So it's the duality, it's the beauty in this universe. So for me, I was kind of like, awesome, okay, let's see what's going on here. And it actually really saddened me that there are people out there who have the time to just ooze negativity and ooze, like, it just actually hurts my heart to see people who can use and will use really harmful words to hurt others. But when you look at it in a bird's eye view, think about how you feel when people support you, whatever opinion it might be. And how loved do you feel when you have a community of people who support you? And, you might post something and everyone's like, oh my God, this is amazing, and I love it, and I agree with you, or whatever it might be, whether it's something that you're saying that's really positive or really negative, whatever it might be. When you have a support of a group of people who support you, you feel loved, right? So I see why these people do the hate page. I understand what they're doing. They're wanting to feel loved. They're actually doing it from a place of love because they want to feel that support. They want to have that community. They want to connect with people who are like-minded to them, who have the same values and the same opinions. So when you look at it in a bird's eye view, yes, these people might be saying some really terrible, nasty things about me, but what they're actually doing is out of love. And that is mind-blowing when you look at it like that. So that's the first thing, you know, when something happens like that to you, you've got to think about that. You've got to think about put yourself in their shoes. But when I'm looking at this today, I was like, I feel really sad for these people, because if only people knew the power of words. You know, what you say, what you think, you become. So if you're someone who's oozing negativity, if you're saying nasty words about someone, or thinking nasty things about someone, or you might be scrolling on Instagram or something and something pops up and you just feel this envy or jealousy or whatever it might be, what you're actually doing to yourself causes disease. And disease is dis-ease. And there's a really amazing book that talks about this, that when you talk negatively or you protrude negative energy, it actually shows up in your body as a malalignment. So whether it's, I don't know, inflammation, cancer, sickness, immune, like whatever it might be, it shows up in your body that way. So I feel really sad for these people, because if only they knew what they're actually, sending out to the universe. And I wish them nothing but love and light. And if this is happening to you guys, if you've got family or friends who don't support you, just know that you're on the right path, and it's the duality of the universe. It's totally, put in your path on purpose. But whatever you're doing, just make sure you're always aligning yourself with your vision and your mission. And as long as you're doing that, you're in the right space and you're doing the right thing. So I hope this has brought some type of message to you. I hope that it came out the way. I probably will watch this over and think, oh my God, I missed so much stuff. And that's totally not what I was trying to say. But I hope this has enlightened your Sunday. And all there is love. Love is the only way. See ya.